Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to 1212 AD Medieval Kingdoms mod for Total War Attila. It has been a few weeks since I've played this game, or this campaign rather. Yeah, I know I've been uploading a lot of videos recently for the series, and I'm happy to see that it's rebounded from its slow start to some extent. That the view duration is pretty good for the series. It's probably one of my best as far as view duration goes, and the views have been decent, up and down a little bit, but people I think for the most part are enjoying this series. And I just wanted to take a moment to thank especially one of my subscribers, Yosfi Zayed. I hope I pronounced that relatively close, but I want to thank you very much for all of the insightful information you've been pouring onto the comments of this series, and it's really, I think, going to help my game and my understanding of this particular mod, and Total War in general. And I mean, honestly, I'm planning to try and wrap this campaign up within the next 4 or 5 episodes. I want to finish it off with the crusade in Egypt. We've got the other army coming down, I believe, if I remember correctly, and we should be pushing into the desert with the king's forces. So I want to wrap this up with the crusade. I'm hoping we can achieve the crusade, and then I want to restart a new campaign as England and play a This is Total War challenge campaign as England. So it'll be really tough. It's going to be technically my first attempt at a This is Total War campaign, so I'm going to have to pull out all of the stops, and all of this information that Yosfi Zayed has been giving me will prove invaluable in that campaign, I think. So as soon as this particular England campaign wraps up, we're going to start that, and I think I'll be live streaming it. So I'm going to try and finish the Clan Angren live stream over the course of the next week, and then hopefully the following week we'll be doing that This is Total War England 1212 Medieval Kingdoms campaign. So I'm super excited for that. Like, I've been going in occasionally and looking at the start position and just figuring out, okay, how am I going to approach this, and just, you know, testing a couple things out here and there, and just trying to get a little bit of an understanding of how we're going to approach the campaign. So I am super excited for that. I'm super excited for the challenge, and I think it's going to be a ton of fun. But in the meantime, we should probably crack on with this. And I can't believe I left this for so long with this battle on fought. Usually when I leave a campaign for an extended period of time, things are kind of in sort of like a little bit of a calm situation. I mean, this is obviously just a rebel force and shouldn't be a very difficult battle. I guess I just ran out of time at the end of the previous episode and didn't bother to fight this battle, I guess, is the situation. But I would have really liked to come in here and sort of take a look around everything before I got started with this. But I guess I'll just have to make do and try and piece together what has been going on thus far. So yeah, I'm excited for the end of this campaign. The crusade should be a lot of fun, and I'm so excited for taking on the This is Total War campaign. I think that's going to be a really good fun, and whether or not I can handle it, that remains to be seen. Definitely remains to be seen. So but I will do my best, and at the very least we should have some stories for the halls of Valhalla, as per the channel theme, so to speak.
Disbanding battle group. As you were.
That's how I wanted.
Missiles awaiting targets. As you were.
Don't know why it's automatically goes. Okay, there, it's not going into locks now this time. Okay, I think I figured out why it was doing that. Anyway, this shouldn't be too difficult of a battle. I think we should be able to handle it. We've got archer superiority, we've got numerical advantage, and we've got some cavalry. backup as well. So if we lose here, it might be time to question whether or not I should be here on YouTube playing these games. I mean, you don't have to be the best to be a Total War YouTuber. You just gotta enjoy the game, have some fun.
The enemy draws near.
Alright, so I have been saying that I'm gonna try and start playing these historical games without the interface, without the heads-up display. So to that end, I'm gonna try it out here a little bit. I mean, if there's a big battle, I know I did a Rome 2 recording yesterday, and there was a big battle where I didn't feel comfortable doing that at all. And thank goodness I didn't, because anyway, I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, I have a really big battle against the Pictones. Two 40 stacks head to head with pretty decent troops on each side of the battlefield. But yeah, that should be airing soon. I'm not sure when. I want to start streaming more. I'd really like to change the format of the channel completely right now and just go to daily streams. But the problem with that is that I don't know what my work schedule is going to be in the coming weeks and months. So if I start streaming all the time and then I start working and have to stop the streaming, I don't think that will be good. Plus, I'm not entirely sure that everyone would really want me to want that much content. Stream for me, I think on average is going to be about somewhere in the range of 4 hours. I think 4 hours is a good amount of time for me as far as streaming goes. It doesn't seem too long, it doesn't seem too short, and yeah, we can get quite a bit of work done that way. But for sure, certain series will be streamed, just because like the one coming up for this, where we're gonna do This is Total War, just because time-wise it'll make a lot more sense. It'll shorten the length of the Let's Play, the number of parts to it considerably, and that's the type of campaign that if we play it through for a long time, could last for quite a while, quite a lot of hours of This is Total War campaign. Though at the same time, if the campaign ends in disaster, ends in failure, then it could be over right away. So, you know, it's either going to be a really long, drawn-out campaign or a very short one. As soon as we get into range with the archers here, we should be able to encourage them to come at us. Probably keep an eye on their cavalry unit. Ooh, I'm really excited. Excuse me. Yeah, as I yawn. I'm really excited for the channel. I feel like it's got a little bit of life for the first time in a little while. I was pretty worried about the channel 6, 7, 8 months ago, but I think it's definitely heading in the right direction now, and I'm excited for the future for the first time in a while. Alright, looks like they are making their way over here. I would like you to shoot at them. And I don't want you on heavy shot, I'd rather have you on standard shot. You guys move up just a little bit. The heavy shot obviously would be better for the armor, but I just find it's too slow. That I'd just rather get the standard shot off. The reload time is a lot lower, and you will get some kills. I'm gonna probably charge into them with the cavalry. Do they have oh, they do. Yeah, so unfortunately I have to switch to the HUD occasionally for these abilities and stuff. Yeah, they're almost down. Alright, let's see if we can get in behind you there. And you guys start shooting at them. Yeah, the trouble with Attila is the game was never really all that well optimized. So even though my system is pretty solid, I mean it's not the best system, but my system is no slouch. It still can chug a little bit on the old Attila. All right, let's crash into the back of these guys. You guys maybe just stand back here for a second. Don't want to get any friendly fire. Yeah, when you charge them with cavalry, if you click on them and hit J, then they go back to their previous position. I believe as well, the other thing is, and it's hard to tell, hitting J, what will happen is it will cause, okay, you guys can run them down. So this unit here, click on them. If we hit J, then they're gonna turn around, which is definitely kind of handy in certain situations. So J for cavalry, if you charge in with cavalry and hit J, then they go back to their original position. Or a unit that's standing still, if you want them to turn around in the complete opposite direction, then you just excuse me, hit J and they will turn around. This is kind of cool to know. I believe, yeah, one of the units here took a lot of damage. I was long time ago, quite a while ago, I was watching Janet on occasion. He does a lot of multiplayer type stuff. He does campaigns and stuff too, but very good content provider. Like, he makes really high quality content. He's also a designer, so his content is always top notch. But anyway, he's the guy who I had learned that from. You know, I mean, all of this stuff you can figure out on your own if you just go into the controls and stuff like that. But me being the dope that I am, doesn't always learn quickest. Oh, are you guys? Is that as fast as you guys can go? I got. Holy Moses! I don't know if they're. Yeah, they're. It's as fast as they can go right now. They must be tired. Are they tired? Winded. Well, I guess hold your fire while these guys run them down. It's a good little battle to warm up and get things started here. Get things kicked off. Yeah, I think today I should have streamed the Angren campaign again today, I think, because this morning I was shocked. I was up like a handful of subscribers, like half a dozen subscribers or so, and I guess I could shoot them. And then like a bit by bit it fell down. Like I was up to 697, and then as of recording this, it was down to 694. So three of the subscribers had disappeared, and I think that's maybe because they were expecting more Clan Angren today, perhaps, which I probably should have done, but I was just a little bit reticent with the streaming, still new to it. And I mean, if you watch that video, like most of the streams I've done so far have been pre-recordings where I've sort of streamed it because I'm not comfortable with the stream settings and things like that, like dealing with issues with the stream as I'm as I'm gaming and stuff. So I'm just still learning all that stuff. But definitely the next streams are gonna be actual live gameplay, which I think is what everybody would prefer, obviously. So I think we can definitely auto resolve this. Take a little bit more replenishment as well. Alright, yeah, so the buildings and stuff, I'm not going to spend too much time, like, I mean, we could reorganize these a little bit better, I think, but for the purposes of this campaign, I think we've got them in relatively relatively good shape. The important thing has been the public order has been such a headache to take a look at. But Yosfi had made some recommendations of what we could do
Ready for orders.
for this stuff. Okay, so these guys aren't quite on the move yet. We need one more unit for them. And then they're at full strength. So we could pick up that unit along the way, which I think makes sense. Oh, 2 turns for that. Yeah, I think we get them on the move right away. I wonder, it's probably quicker to sail and then track through Iberia. Now, one of the things that Yosfi did recommend was building one of the military buildings here so that we can recruit. I'm just not sure where we should put it. This forge mill creates put in maybe Fez? Maybe Marrakesh. Planning to take Biskra.
I am a shadow.
We've got 2 skill points. Sabotage walls. Sabotage walls might actually be pretty useful. And misdirect army I think is going to be good. So I'm going to go with that. Hubert here.
At your service.
Start fire 40%. Sabotage walls. Moderate effect, significant effect. Agent wounded 18. Ooh, 1 in 5 chance that the agent will be wounded. Don't like those odds.
How can I assist you?
Let's have you just come out here and we'll just have you park there for now. Just do some scouting.
Ready, willing, and able.
And you, sir, what do we got for skills here? That public order probably be useful. And spread religion will be useful as well. Just getting these provinces under our control. But I think this area, these 4, is it 4 or 5? Yeah, 4 settlements. We'll keep them under control, and I think as it goes for pushing towards Egypt, we'll just sack our way there. Well, we'll just sack this and basically burn it down. And then along the coast we'll do the same thing as we push towards Egypt. And then the secondary army will maybe have them sail along the through the Mediterranean along the coast here and see if we can get them caught up. But I'm hoping we can figure out a spot to build this this military installation. We got pestilence here. That's an issue. Big issue. I'm building that for the sanitation. And same thing. And really, I think the only spot to put it is here in Granada if we get rid of the... Wait, no, it wasn't Granada. Here in Seville, if we get rid of the forge mill. It's 900 wealth, but let me just take a look at the military. So it's not siege engineers, it's not jousting, training grounds, no. Garrisons are not bad too. Thing is that the maintenance cost, especially with food and money, always turns me off a little bit. But I think if you boil it down, it's definitely worth it. That's quite a 2 longbows, 2 spears, and a sergeant's, 630 food. Plus you're getting 12 public order. I think that may be building those city forts rather than the taverns. Probably a better idea because the taverns use up food too. You get squalor. Does enable the recruitment of those those assassins. But recruit sergeants. Oh wait, is it one of the church buildings that allows the recruitment of the Templars? I believe it is. Yeah, military order priory. Okay, this is what we want. Maybe we'll switch over maybe we'll convert the church building instead. So how is sanitation here? Total sanitation 1. Providing 2. But we're building this up, which is going to give us more sanitation. So we should be okay there. So we switch over to the priory order. We're gonna lose 2 sanitation and the wine production, the food production. But we will gain replenishment, get some public order, religious influence, tax rate will be reduced. But we'll get the recruitment of the Hospitallers, Templars, Ritterbrüder, Serenbrüder, dismounted Hospitaller Knights, and dismounted Templar Knights. So I think I'll do that here in Seville. But yeah, let's convert that to the military order power. So 4 turns, and then by the time that's done, sanitation will be fine. So we'll make sure we stop at Seville and recruit the final unit for this army, or we can actually even recruit it as they make their way down.
Ready for orders.
Maybe we'll make a secondary army to support this. But I don't, as much as I'd like to get another catapult,
We hunger for battle.
I don't think it's necessary. I don't think we need it. I think it's time to get on the move, boys. Set sail. Heading for the crusade. Crusader troops. Finally.
Drop
I know this is a long time coming. These guys moving. Right. It is. I want to get you in the old forest march. Yeah, I wonder if it'd be quicker to go through Iberia or to travel by sea. I would imagine it should be quicker to travel by sea. We just might be able to take more of a direct route coming down through here. Definitely be safer when we come down here to travel by land, especially since our allies are pushing through here.
My sword is yours.
Start. Yeah, so this is one of the things that was brought to my attention, is that our agents, it depends on whether or not we have available slots for these guys. But the thing is, in Rome 2, if you manipulate the agent and you're successful, what happens is they're just removed from the map, essentially. Whereas I don't think that's the case here in this one. So it's probably better just to assassinate these guys and get rid of them. Though this guy is one of our allies, isn't he? Or he's not. No, I don't think so. We're not at war with them. I think we had, if I remember correctly, we had signed peace with them. I'm not really too keen on going through all this diplomacy. Yeah, I believe we were at war with them at some point.
Now, do not try to charm with the Lord.
If I remember correctly. Anyway, get rid of this guy.
That soul is away to the afterlife. My power
Good
knows
job.
no bounds.
What the hell? Sort of a delayed message there.
How can I serve you?
Yeah, I'm really loving this mod. It's oh, you know what? I wanted to check something. There's been a big update for the mod. Yeah, I didn't think it would affect this necessarily, this particular campaign, because it's an old save. We've still got the old tech tree, but I believe the tech trees have been given a ton of love in the most recent update for the mod, and they're a lot more fleshed out. So I'm looking forward to seeing that, though I'm
Ready for orders.
not 100% that it's all of the campaigns that have gotten that. 2, 4, 6. We have 6 artillery here in this army. Yeah, I'm not sure all of the factions have been given that, but I would imagine at least most of them have. We're gonna encamp just so that we're not too beat up when we go to take this on. It's not a huge garrison, but that artillery could do quite a bit of damage to us, and ranged units, anytime there's a lot of ranged units, could be troublesome. So it looks like somebody raised this. Let's have you come down here and take a look at what we got going on over here.
Swift and silent.
So we'll head for the coast after we take this. We'll use this as a temporary base, but essentially I think we're just gonna sack this and gut it, because it's just gonna be too much of a pain to maintain public order in all of these areas. Alright, research rate not hugely important. Campaign movement range kind of is. So the question is, do we want to park you in there? Shoot, that's a rebellion over there. We do have this guy though, who should be able to clear that up. Okay, good. So I'm gonna park you in there. See if we can slow the rebellion down. Plus we want to get you a little bit of extra replenishment. Scary thing here is the plague. The last thing I want is for the Fist of the Father here to contract the plague.
Advance. Ready for orders.
But yeah, I'm hoping that we can wrap this up by part 20, I want to say, but yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say because there's going to be a handful of sieges. It could be part 25 by the time we get to Egypt. I mean, it depends on how quickly we want to go through things. We want to auto-resolve stuff. I mean, at the end of the day, I still want to enjoy the last bits of this campaign, so I'm definitely going to try and do that. But on the other hand, I am very, very anxious to start this new campaign. What does this do? Melee attack, charge bonus, charge speed. We lose speed, we lose missile ball chance. Okay.
Positions. Battle group ready.
Alright. Let's go get them.
This is a moment when fate calls to us.
They're gonna come to us. Gotta be careful here. What do they got? They got some spears over there. Just gotta be careful of that a little bit. But our knights here shouldn't have too much difficulty with this situation. But charging uphill, definitely not a great idea. I'd like to just moving as fast as you can. God. Heavy knights are slow. Yeah, I'd like to try and come up in behind them there. Actually, maybe let's try and do that on the other side as well. I'll take you out of this formation for now. See if we can steal the high ground from them here.
Yes, Commander. As you command.
Cool. A little sleepy. I mean, not sleepy, but just maybe a little bit sluggish. I don't know. The weather's been a lot warmer here. It's full-on summer here in southern Ontario. So the weather has been lovely. It makes me feel extremely guilty when I'm inside playing video games. But I've been trying to go outside as much as possible. And yeah, just the heat sometimes when you're out in it and stuff. Oh, careful guys, I'm getting a little bit too close. Oh wait, that's not us. I'm gonna say it. I'm getting a little bit too close there. Yeah, the heat and stuff really can, if you're out in it quite a bit, can really suck the life out of you. Losing track of where the enemy is here on this hill. Try and come down at them. Are adjusting a little bit though. What's going on here? Up at the edge of the map. Right, guess into formation. Another unit there somewhere. Oop. There we go. Alright. I should give them a little bit of a rest here, but we're gonna get right to it. General. Ideally, I'd prefer not to have him in the fight. Let's see if we can pick off some of their mobile units and try and leave these spears to the end and just try and sandwich them. See if we can deal with their other units first. Alright, here we go.
Warriors! Right. Look! They're hidden units!
Come on, get over here, man. What are you waiting for? I don't know what happened to this guy. Probably a bad idea fighting this without the HUD. But I think our cavalry is a lot better disposed for this sort of situation. Should be able to get a charge in behind on these spears. Let's see if we can chase them off. Good. Guys back up and we'll get another charge in. Down the hill there. You guys going as fast as you can? Oh, I guess you are. Alright, charge back in. Hard to tell what's going on. Definitely probably taking some casualties here. I feel like the game is more fun this way. A little bit more immersive as well. In there, boys. Is there a bad guy here? There we go. Trying to all this thing. Alright, we could run them down, but I think we should be able to get an easy auto resolve after this. Yeah, we kicked some tail there pretty good. Had them a little bit overmatched though. These mounted knights are pretty sweet. I am gonna take the replenishment.
At your command. Advance. Commander.
Alright, what are battle movement speed would be nice for them. It's all governance type stuff. I think I'm gonna give them that battle movement speed. I think that'll be really helpful for this particular group. Punishment rate, rating, income, world, one league siege, noble units, charge bonus. Charge bonus plus 4%. Charge bonus would be good for these guys too. So that melee defense would be nice. Defense and melee attack would be good. But I'm gonna go with the charge bonus plus 8% charge bonus. And then we'll work towards these two next, I think.
At your command.
I'm gonna auto resolve this one. Good. Good.
On the move.
And our cavalry out. Let's just park right there.
Would that I were as swift as the angels.
And let's recruit a couple more of these. Just to give our cavalry just that little bit more of a hammer. And then he will link up with Alan here. I guess Alan is not the king. Do we have a king right now? I know a lot of people have been dying and stuff. King. Okay, apparently Alan is the. Oh wait, this is a different Alan. Alan is one of the royals. He's the heir. Okay, Alan is the heir. Where the hell is the king? King, are you a general? Governor in Colchester. Okay, that's fine. All right, that's fine. Let the heir go with this. All right, what the hell are we recruiting over here? Okay. Interesting. Pick up a couple more. Pardon me. 3 turns. Goodness. Goodness. Reginald, what is your purpose? I feel like you must have been injured or something. Stupid. Pragmatic. Not quite right. My kind of dude. I guess. Alright, I think he must have gotten injured. Let's get you to shadow the armies. So, -10, there are 2 more turns till this revolts again. 2 more turns till this revolts again as well. And then we'll have this army to help out with this rebellion. Okay. Ideally, it'd be nice to have a few more troops. Can't wait till they add mercenaries into the game. That'll be nice. 3 turns is too long though. Definitely don't want to keep these guys here any longer, especially because I don't know. It's risky recruiting these troops here. Because if this army gets the plague, gosh, I'm gonna be really annoyed. Hopefully they don't. Fingers crossed. It's only 2 more turns in that province. I mean, they're not in the settlement, so I don't know. That might save us. We've got an event message here. cool picture there. Ah, enemy killed. No, that was the thing that was causing the exclamation mark. Let's just quick take a look at the provinces. We have no more cash to spend. Here in London, probably can get rid of the siege engineer workshops. I don't mind getting rid of the keeping the militia quarters and the military order priority. Keep this as our whole military base. But I don't think we'll be recruiting any more armies here. But I like the idea of having this here in case, you know, for whatever reason we need to recruit some armies. Especially this is, you know, this is our home territory that we obviously need to defend. So if ever we needed to raise armies in a hurry, we'd probably do them at London. Though of course, we can still raise troops via the castle, but I just like having this as our main military hub. But I don't think we'll be using this anymore. So we'll build something else there, I guess. You know what? I'm just gonna keep it. Never mind, I'll just keep it. Just in case. Just in case there's a situation. I mean, it's unlikely. I'll just keep it there for now. Yeah, see, we've got 3... How did we get 3 of these guys and we're only supposed to have 2? Is that because we recruited? I think... I don't know. I think maybe it wasn't patched in this where you can manipulate guys to your side even though you're at your limit. It's either that or... I'm not sure what else. The reason is there's no confederations in this. I know in Warhammer sometimes you can get beyond your limit because you confederate with someone. Yeah, we've got 3 of them. I don't know. Anyway, public order on this side is good.
How can I serve you?
How much of that is because of our agents here? Characters is 10.
What do you wish of me? How can I serve you?
Put here. Characters is 5. Alright.
Salutations.
And here. Characters 7.
At your service.
You guys all deployed?
Ready, willing, and able.
I'm actually gonna move you to there.
Should have worn different sandals. I can assist you further.
It's the -5. But I just want to slow it down here.
I shall see to the grain stores.
Good. Good, 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 good.
My wits
Beautiful.
and words are yours.
Just because I'd like to get this up to maybe the same size army as this. So 6 units in total. We'll just hire some more of these axe sergeants. And then these will be our two garrison forces.
Ready for battle.
And they can clean up the rebellions as they pop up. And just keep all this under securely locked. Anyway, I think that's good for this turn. I don't really want to mess around with the diplomacy. I feel like I could spend a ton of time in there. And the same thing with the family type stuff. Don't really want to get too in depth into this anymore. There's quite a bit there. Who is this? This guy's governor. Alright. Go with that. None of that stuff really is going to be helpful for a governor. And none of this stuff is either. Research rate faction wide is good. Construction time -1. Public order. Province. Let's go with executioner, public order, and just make sure our public order is spot on. What's our tax rate currently, actually? Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to bump that up. It'd be really nice. Yeah, so we'll try and sack our way across Northern Africa here and reinvest that money in the settlements that we have sort of locked down as it is, which I think are in pretty good shape. And then our armies move towards Egypt to fulfill the Pope's demand of crusade. But yeah, 20 parts is kind of what I'm hoping. It might go to 25 parts. It's hard to say, especially when we get into these sieges. The sieges can take a little while, and we've got a fair bit of distance to cover before we get to Egypt. So, and I mean, I've been playing here for 45 minutes and really haven't gotten much done at all. We mopped up 2 little rebellions and did a little tiny bit of management, but that's about it. Not really much much accomplished as far as headway is concerned. So I believe we're okay. Like, we had peace treaty. I believe it's been 10 turns since we had gotten peace with them.
We are a proud people, and would be proud to...
Sure, why not? Start taking some military alliances. Whatever.
We always remember
Yeah,
with
keep
honor.
sending me that money. No problem. We're down. This may come back to bite me in the ass, but... oh well. It seems like most of these factions here in Europe, or at least in France and Iberia, are very Catholic now, and everybody seems to be getting along. So long as that's the case, then these alliances won't be any issue for us. But if they start fighting amongst themselves, it's gonna bring us into wars that we don't want to be in, or end up breaking some of our alliances, hurting our reliability and all that stuff.
I come to ask this. Will you stand with us and show courage and honor? Will you attack?
French pretenders, county of provenance. No, I don't think so. I mean, it wouldn't be too difficult to mop up, but it's just kind of out of the way. And I don't want to get involved in any more wars than I need to. Especially right, another new pope, man. How I don't know if anybody's been keeping track, but there's been a lot of new popes in this campaign. Oh.
We hunger for battle.
I'm gonna park you outside and put you in camp because it helps your integrity. The garrison here is at full strength, so garrison will be fine. There. This is actually in positive. Very good. And this guy, actually, we can probably move him back and forth between these 2 provinces to keep it under control. I want you to move right about there.
Ready for orders.
I'm gonna camp and do 2 more of those. And then those will be the 2 garrison forces. I don't think they need to be any bigger than that to deal with the rebels. Try and keep our expenses down to some extent. Building up some of this stuff is bloody well expensive. Then 1 more turn till he gets on the move. Don't know, I maybe should have moved a little bit. Okay, we do have enough movement to get to Biskra. That should be fine. I have you here. Deploy you.
I am yours to command.
Looks like these guys have set up shop at Tunis. That the Kingdom of Castile maybe overextended themselves.
At your service.
For you.
How may
Continue
I serve?
scouting ahead. So we might have to come over here to Tunis, though that might not be a bad target for the Crusader army to hit.
Work for
Maybe this army can continue pushing through northern Africa.
I will come from the darkness.
Why not? See if we get a little bit of experience here. Good job.
He guides my hands.
Good job.
I am an agent.
Alright, now we've got an agent over here as well. You guys aren't very experienced. Thing is too, this mod, the AI doesn't seem to get too out of control with their... I'm gonna bring you over here and see if we can assassinate this guy. The AI doesn't seem to get too out of control with their... Ah, shoot. Maybe we should try to get rid of him.
Salve! How can I
With
help?
with their armies, they're like, these guys only have 2 settlements and then 2 or 3 settlements. I think it's just 2. I think it's just Biskra and Tunis, and they've only got 2 half stacks basically. Whereas, like you see in Warhammer, freaking,
Ready for battle.
you know, somebody will have 1 settlement and 4 full stacks. It's ridiculous at times. Sometimes the amount of bonuses the AI receives, but I mean, I guess it's all part of the fun. I mean, that's the fun of Legendary, I guess, is taking on those ridiculous numbers that the AI can put together sometimes. As long as we don't suffer any attrition out here, I will be happy. Just double check all the public order here. It's not great. Saltworks. Oh, sugar. That's right. That's right. Yosfi had mentioned that there's iron here, and I'm not taking advantage of it. So we'll definitely get rid of the siege engineers, and we'll put the iron in there. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely want to take advantage of that. We don't really need that siege engineer here anymore. But I do want to get public order improved here in these provinces just a little bit better. I don't like that it's deteriorating. I guess we'll just save up for some of this stuff. Down here we can't. Actually, here we'll. Yeah, I'd like to start like investing here. Just finish off these provinces as far as public order is concerned, and then work our way through the other provinces. For Doe, it's a little bit of an issue, -8, but just quite a bit of a buffer there. Should be okay for a while, and then these 2 provinces are good. Valencia. Oh shoot, I was recruiting more knights here. Sorry. Knights of Absolution. Cool. Alright, well, let's have you guys make your way over to Granada for now. Right. Alright. Get them there.
Call this a garrison.
Now we can't get any more. Maybe we should pick up some more longbows. What is this guy? How many knights does this guy have? 2, 4, 6. And 3 more, that's 9. I'd like to have an even amount. Shoot, is this supposed to be a freaking castle? I guess that's not the end of the world.
Commander.
We'll pick up some more longbows. Probably the longbows are more valuable, just because of the fact that we need them for. I'll give you that for the sieging and whatnot. Oh I'll work towards sabotage walls too. Yeah, the archers will be a lot more handy in the sieges. How are we doing for time? 55 minutes. Alright, I think we will fight this siege now.
Be welcome, emissary, if you come in
We're at
peace.
war with?
Be fearful
Oh,
if you
really?
come with false words,
Really?
dripping with honeyed lies.
We're at war with them too. Alright, well, whatever. That's weird that they're at war with these guys too. 'Cause nobody likes them. We don't need to call our allies to help. I don't want to risk losing our allies. Risk losing them saying no. I mean, it would be nice to have their backup or their blessing. And, you know, always fighting an enemy that are an enemy of your allies helps improve your relations. But I think it's at the moment that our relations don't... Ah, shoot, we suffered all that attrition coming across the desert there. Yeah, that your allies, when you're fighting against enemies of your allies, it improves your relations and strengthens those relations. But I think at this point, it doesn't really matter. I think we're good. So I figured out how these guys are getting so much experience, even though they haven't really been involved in too much of the fighting. So when I was doing the Altharian Blitz campaign, I realized that every time I had brought troops on the battlefield and withdrawn from the battle, that they would get a little bit of experience from that battle, no matter if we won or lost. Like, each unit would gain about 150 experience. So every time we fight a battle with these guys, they gain a little bit of experience, which is pretty cool. And probably, like, my guess is that the more decisive the victory, the more experience they gain, is my guess. Alright, the thing we're going to watch out here for is they've got 3 of those catapults, and I just really don't want to have to deal with that. So what I'm thinking is we'll position over here, but we may have to move. So position over here. We will have to move because we need to create a breach to enter the fortress. But at the same time, we might have enough ammunition on the archers to clear it out. It's hard to say. Yeah, we might not have to go in. I want you guys on... Do we have no guard mode on? Guess we've got no guard mode on Attila. Take you off fire at will. These guys, you can stay on fire at will. So let's position over here.
Anyone who breaks formation will be punished.
And then what we'll do... Sorry, I don't want those groups locked. Is we'll reposition based on where their artillery is. So they put an artillery piece here, here, and here. So I think attacking over here at this point is probably the best way to do it. So which means we're gonna have to move the army over to there. Let's just move to there for now. This is just gonna take a moment, guys. I apologize, but I think the best way to deal with these artillery is just to avoid them, because they can't move them now that they've placed them there. So yeah, this is one of the things that sort of, when I've been doing sieges in 3 kingdoms, that I'm like, why am I wasting ammunition taking out their artillery pieces when I can just position my army out of range of the artillery? They'll set them up there, and then I can reposition my artillery to another part of the fortress, and I can maximize the amount of ammunition that I use. So I don't know, we'll just avoid those artillery pieces. And then, I mean, if they're still there towards the end of the battle, well, we'll just come in and sweep them up with our mounted or dismounted knights, basically. So I mean, it takes a little bit more time and a little bit more patience, but I think it's definitely worth it because that one artillery piece will do a ton of damage on our archers, our infantry, our artillery pieces. Even if we do take it out right away, the couple of shots that it gets in could really potentially do a ton of damage to our forces. Yeah, so we obviously can't assault here because all these buildings are in the way, and we won't be able to. If we create a breach here. Now the problem is there's a ton of towers here on this side, but I should be able to take them out with our artillery. Hoping anyway. Yeah. Just wait for the artillery to get into position. Yes, you can stand here for now. Yeah, so I think what we'll do is sack this settlement and occupy, or loot and occupy. Don't have our cavalry back up here for this though. But these mounted or dismounted foot knights, or these English foot knights, I think they'll chop up anything that gets in our way once we've thinned it out with the archers. And we could probably send in the foot knights as it is, and not have too much to worry about. I want to make sure that we're not getting shot at as we move around this way. So freaking slow. Let's just position right there. There's a lot of obstacles in these Attila maps as well. Which I believe is something else that the modders have been working on as well, is custom maps for this, which is freaking exciting as well. I mean, just I can't praise enough what these guys have done here. It's just a freaking, it's one of the best mods that I've ever played. I mean, I haven't really played a lot of mods, but I definitely think that this bad boy right here rivals the Divide Impera. Is that what it's called? Divide Impera? Divide and Conquer? The big mod for Rome 2 that everybody sings praises for. I think this mod is arguably better than that one, because in that one, the population, the mechanic that they've added, I don't think it affects the AI, like the AI controlled settlements. It only really impacts the players' settlements, which for me is a little bit, you know, I mean, it's great that they put it in there, but at the same time, it gives the player limitations that the AI doesn't have to adhere to, which to me is a little bit, I don't know. So one of the reasons why I haven't really checked it out, and plus too, like, my Let's Plays can go on for quite a while as it is, and a really long Let's Play with like Divide et Impera, I think would not necessarily be the greatest thing for the channel. As much as I would love to check it out, I don't know if it would be the greatest thing for the channel necessarily. Yeah, so we're gonna try and take out these towers. I wonder if we should create the breach first, because I mean, ammunition is going to be limited for this. Alright, you two start working on this. You two start working on a breach, and then you two start working on that. And let's just hope that the accuracy is not too bad. Yeah, these towers, because they're so thin, it's tough for the artillery to hit sometimes. But yeah, I've really enjoyed playing this mod, even though it does have, oh good, they put troops over here too, so we get a couple bonus kills while we're doing this. yeah, this mod is limiting as it is with the buildings in the settlements, just having one settlement per province, and how limiting that is as far as like building slots. It has been a lot of fun, and it's honestly is a completely different feel than the regular than the vanilla Attila campaign. Just totally different feel. And I mean, these modders have done a ton of work with the different unit models and things like that, that it definitely has its own flavor as well. Good, we got one tower down. Guys, start working on this one right here. You know, ideally I'd like to get all 4 of these towers down, but I don't know that we're gonna have enough ammunition to get that one down too. Just by the accuracy here, this one is looking like a bit of a struggle as well. Definitely need to create that breach though. You guys still working on the breach? Are these the archers? Nope. These are the archers. Let's start moving the archers up and into position a little bit. Might give us a little bit more vision over here as well as to what they've got for troops. Alright, got that one down. Let's focus on that tower too. How we do? 70%. Okay. Alright, let's get in there. Getting there. Accuracy isn't super great, but I don't know that we're gonna get this one. So I think that that's its radius there. The looks of things. This one I think goes to here. So if we get this one out, we should be relatively unrestricted. Oh, beautiful. All right, let's line back up, better formation. Make sure we create that breach, and then so long as we have the one breach, I feel comfortable using the rest of our ammunition to try and get rid of this. Are you guys in range of those guys? Just want to make sure. Okay, you are on standard shot. Actually, you know what? I'd prefer it if you weren't on fire. Well, just so I can pick your shots. Alright, good. Let's move up a little bit more. God, I don't know why when they destroy something and their target has been destroyed, that they move up and they shift into like a little bit of a wonky formation. Just stay in formation, stay organized. Gosh. Sorry, that's me being a little bit anal, but what do we got here? Guys, let's create another breach there, and then you guys see if you can take out that tower. And let's get the archers into position and start taking some of these fools out. Yeah, we actually did pretty good with the artillery. They didn't do too bad of a job. How much ammo do they have left as it is? Oh, they still got a fair bit of ammo left, according to that. Though sometimes when you switch in and out of the cinematic mode, sometimes it doesn't keep track of the ammo properly for whatever reason. All right, boys. Let's see if we can take some shots on them. I freaking love these longbows. Big fan of my archers. Yeah, if this is Total War campaign as England, is gonna be gonna have any chance at that. I don't know what groups. 2 is the... Alright, we'll just save the rest of your ammunition here, boys. Just in case we need it for something. And I think I actually will put you guys on fire wheel now. You should have plenty of ammunition for this. I'm actually getting shot at. Alright, guys, start returning fire. Men down there. Where are... Let's bring you guys up and have your shields out front. They are taking casualties here. Not to. You bomb in there. Good spot. Guys, just come up to here and we'll put you into. Take a lot of damage on those guys. That's the things. Alright, they should absorb most of the fire now. I should have had them out front to begin with. Anyway, it's not a huge deal, but still, we're pushing into enemy territory. We're only taking unnecessary casualties. Somebody shooting back there. Yeah, but honestly, I really enjoy playing the game this way without the interface. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot more immersive. So I'm trying to do it a lot more often now. And I think at the end of the day, it should help improve my ability as well. You gotta be a lot more careful with watching what you're doing on the map and keeping track of units and things like that. Feels a little bit more realistic, maybe. Not that these games are super realistic, but I don't know. You want to immerse yourself as much as possible. I think this is just another way to do that. Yeah, I don't mind going too much, you know, a little bit over the hour mark here for these last few episodes. I want to try and keep the playlist down in numbers before we get started on the This is Total War campaign. Alright, let's maybe start pushing in. lot of damage on those guys in the center, unfortunately. Probably their generals in the center there is my guess. Having a hard time bringing these guys in. Yeah, maybe, hopefully, if we're lucky, this is the last unit over here. We got some slingers or something. These guys should be in. Oh shit, I don't know what I just pressed. Oh, I press J, turn around. That's not what you guys want to do. Like getting shot at is turn around and expose your flanks. Yeah, Illich TV was talking about Attila the other day, and he was saying what I was saying earlier is that the game was never really all that well optimized, and essentially it was abandoned, unfortunately. But like the setting and everything is super cool, and you know, it's just unfortunate that the game itself didn't receive the same amount of love and care as Rome 2, because if Rome 2 had been abandoned, it would have been a terrible Total War game. But they stuck with Rome 2, and they kept giving it little bits here and there, and I think where Rome 2 now is, it's one of the Total War greats. I mean, you can argue that, you know, like the unit types and the variety and stuff like that is a little bit on the drab, on the boring side. All right, there we go. But at the end of the day, I freaking adore Rome 2, and anytime I go back to it, it feels like coming home. And it's always nice change of pace from Warhammer, because Warhammer gets freaking intense sometimes. Oh my gosh, the legendary difficulty on Warhammer can be a real kick in the you know what. And going back to play Rome 2, it's just like, whoo, nice breath of fresh air. But yeah, this Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD is a really nice change of pace as well. Just very different feeling campaign than anything I've played to date. So yeah. That's interesting. Loot and occupy gives us more money than just sacking it. That's pretty crazy. I would love to get that replenishment, but we are gonna loot and occupy, because the plan is to reinvest all this money back into our settlements. We're gonna strip this down. We're gonna demolish all of these buildings and then eventually raise it, and just leave this as a desolate territory so that we don't have to really worry about it. So hopefully the rebellion doesn't happen before that. We can strip it down before a rebellion happens. Oh, we could stick around. We should probably stick around here and replenish a little bit. Oh man, we can upgrade these guys now as well. What do we got here? There's some kind of large workshop. Ah, ooh la la. Definitely take advantage of that while we're here. Yeah, well, we'll wait for our cavalry to catch up. We'll just stay here and replenish, probably fight off one rebellion, and just slowly demolish this thing. But yeah, we'll probably upgrade these units. I mean, that's not a bad idea. I mean, it's a little bit pricey, but I mean, why not? We got the opportunity to do it. And yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys. I'm going to continue recording this, and hopefully we're going to finish things off in the next little while. Egypt is the goal, so how far we got? We got Tunis has to be taken. Well, it doesn't have to be. We could leave it, but I think we'll leave that for the Crusader army. But yep, it's a little ways. We've got a handful more sieges to get through, and who knows how many armies lay in wait for us, but we're on our way. We're making our push, and our Crusaders are in the water, on their way somewhere. I think I've lost them. Where did they go? Where are you guys? Is that you there? Good gosh, teeny tiny boat. Yeah, there they are. They're on their way. So thanks for stopping by, guys. Thanks for watching. Thank you for supporting this series, because I am loving the 1212 AD mod. So I want to do lots more of the 1212 AD stuff. So I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Ragnarok signing out.